You know, man, let me tell you something I saw today, man. Then we'll get into this topic. I was in the hood, man, hollering at my homie Meathead, right? And you know, Meathead just gutter, man. He one of those cats where if he wasn't my partner, then I mean, literally, I'll sick Meathead on anybody. Literally, I ain't never seen nobody that I don't think I can sick Meathead on, man. And I ain't talking about him like he a dog. I'm just saying, man, he lived for that shit. He lived for it, man. You know what I'm saying? He lived for it. So I fell through and hollered at Meat, man, and the people who live um, in one of the apartments, where I met him at the spot. He wasn't at his crib, he was at the spot. So I just fell through the hood and hollered at him, right? So there's a couple that live somewhere because they was outside by the time I saw him. I never asked them where they lived or nothing. Man, listen, this chick was bad looking as a mug, man. I'm talking about she was terrible looking. Had about 5 kids, and he had a son that was with him. I know the son was his, but she wasn't his mother. I don't know about the other children. Maybe they were all hers, or maybe they had them together. I don't know. But the way it was looking was that this was his son, and he was with her, and she had all those children already. All I know is I heard her calling his son, man, a bitch, and saying how he ain't nothing but a little faggot and how he all this, man. Because he obviously saw this woman doing something or saying something from what she was saying. She was on the phone talking to somebody. Now she's saying this in front of him and his dad, or in front of this dude and his son. So he trying to keep the peace because he don't want to cut up. He ain't really trying to keep the peace. He telling her, he chastising her for acting like a child. Come out here showing out acting a damn fool. Girl, get back in the house. Do something, do something constructive with your life. Something. He was trying to keep from going that physical with her because all them damn children went outside, man. There was other children outside, man. So he was trying to take the high road in not such a passive way. So, man, she went on and on the phone, man. So he just got his son, man, jumped in the car, man, and whipped off, man. And so I stayed for a little while longer, man. And I dipped. And when I was leaving out, I saw him and his son up the road up there. So I pulled over, man, and hopped out, man. I said, hey, look, bro. Hey, let me holler at you, man. I said, look, man, I'm Dr. BOA, bro. Go to my channel, Book of Alpha Running Me, man, and help turn yourself around and understand how short you're selling yourself. First of all, to be with that woman with all those children, and then to be with that woman who you obviously that benefiting her children, and she'll treat your son like that. Let me tell you something, bro. An attack on you is an attack. An attack on your son is an attack on you, man. That energy right there, bro. You can't have that energy in your life, man. And he was like, man, yeah, you know what, bro? Man, I'm gonna check it out, man. I appreciate that, man. I know exactly what you're saying, man. I said, nah, bro, don't know what I'm saying. Feel what I'm saying. Look at that broad, man. Look at her. You mean tell me you can't do no better than that? No better than her with all those children that obviously ain't yours. And then she treat your son like that. And I told his son, I said, hey, look at here, young man. You stay up, man. You don't let no woman like that get you down, man, because this is a very small period of your life. And by the time you 18, he looked to be about 11 or 12. Said by the time you 18, you'll already be past her in life. Because there's no doubt in my mind, she didn't even graduate high school. You can look at her and tell that. I'm from an environment where I can tell somebody who didn't graduate high school by how they live their lives as an adult. So I say that to say this, man. And it's funny, I had this story already queued up, man, where there's this black dude, man. His wife is sick. Got a black wife, of course. And there's this big chick, man. She's her and her big sister, man. They're when I say big, I mean big in both ways. Her older sister and they big. And they're pretty popular, man, online, man, and all that, man, just from being big. And they've been on my 600-pound life, man. And both of them together weigh over 1,000 pounds. And man, he done left his sick wife at the crib to go be with this chick. You see the photo, man. You see what's in the thumbnail. And I said, man, it's time for me to come in here and talk to these brothers, man. This right here is unscripted. I ain't got no paper in front of me. I ain't got nothing. I just need to talk to y'all, man. As a man, when you look at yourself in the mirror every day, my nigga, you got to see somebody. It ain't about being alpha. It ain't about being beta. It's about being somebody. Even the beta male is somebody. When you live your life that way, man, it's obviously you look at yourself and you don't see nobody. You like C Boogie like to say, you're the invisible man to yourself. It's one thing to be the invisible man to women. Forget women. We don't care what they think for real. We only care what women think about us so we can brag to other dudes. That's the only reason we talk about how many women we got, so other dudes can look at us and think we're a player. We sure don't walk up to a woman that we just met and say, well, I knocked down 100 women just this month, and I want you to be number 101. You don't do that to impress no woman. You do that to impress other dudes. But when you live a life, man, that's totally contrary to who you are as a man, who you need to be as a man, bro, you got to open your eyes, man, and see something more than that. There are too many brothers out here in situations, man, taking things from women they don't deserve, and the women don't deserve them. Now, how you gonna be in a situation with a woman who don't deserve you, taking things from her that you don't deserve? You understand? That brother looked like that shit was stressing him out, man. It was stressing him out, bro. Because at that point, you know you want to put hands on her, but you can't put hands on her. So if you in a situation with a woman that make you want to put hands on her, man, let me tell you something. You're a fool, bro. You ain't a fool for her. You're a fool to yourself, man. You got to start trying to live a life, man, that's beneficial to you every step of the way, man. Ben yourself. Appreciate the $2 super chat, bro. Bro say keep up the great work, man. Keep supporting me, brother. Appreciate it. Brown Hornet 1975, my good brother. What's good with you, bro? Appreciate the $10 super chat. Salute to you as well, bro. Bro say salute Dog BOA and the mod squad. Salute, bro. SJ, I see you, bro. Salute to my mod squad, man. So when you think about this situation, man, it's one thing, you know, we can all play that. We can play that hardcore player stuff where, you know, man, he just got options. His old lady down, man. She blah, blah, blah. Hey, man, that's cool, bro. But some of this shit these boys be talking about is just cruel, man. It don't make no sense, man. If you got a sick wife at the crib, man, and you out here traipsing around, man, with this chick right here, it's one thing to have another chick, but her, a big 600-pound white chick, it don't even matter if your wife is 600 pounds and she black. I'm gonna take a 600-pound chick that's my race over a 600-pound chick that's another race. At least you keeping it in the family. How you gonna go outside your race and get some worse? But just like this brother I was telling you about earlier, man, you know what I'm saying? Before I got out of there, I told my partner, Meathead, man, I said, man, look, bro, how is this cat old lady? He was like, yeah, man, he been over there, man. That boy, man, she be at work at the club everywhere. He be sitting in there babysitting them children, man. That man need the book of Alpharonomy. Because ain't no man in his right mind need to be sitting at home babysitting no children that ain't his. Because if they're yours, you ain't babysitting. You just at home with your children, dog. But ain't no man in his right mind. If you a man right now and you sitting at the house and you babysitting some other nigga children that's the woman that you with got, man, you a beta male simp, man, and you need to get over here and you need to take days off work and brainstorm this content. Because you could go a lot of places and find out more about women. Because I don't talk about women like that. If I did, I wouldn't say you could go somewhere else and find a whole lot more about them. You can go somewhere and find a whole lot more about business, because I don't really talk about business on this channel. I talk about it more on Patreon, but I don't talk about business on this channel like that. But if I did, I wouldn't say you could go other places and find more about business. But when they come to talking about how to take yourself from down in the dumps, being a nobody, to standing up, being a man that you can be proud of, man, nobody guides you in that direction better than Book of Alpharonomy, because nobody focuses on that more than Book of Alpharonomy. That's my mission here, man, to show you that you are not the best version of yourself, because before you can become the best version of yourself, you got to accept the fact that you're the worst version of yourself. It pains me, man, to see that brother got his son in a situation where he being treated like that by a woman. You should never have yourself in a situation where your son sees you get treated in the way by a woman, while your son sees you get treated in the way by a man. That man has a fear of not having that woman. He has a fear of not having a roof. Hey, man, if you in bad shape, man, and you ain't got no choice, man, and you ain't got no roof over your head, man, live in your car. Suffer the consequences of not having your life together. You brought that on yourself. Deal with it. Deal with the consequences of your bad decisions. Accept that. That's how you pick yourself up off the ground. First, you got to let yourself hit the ground. Stop running to other people, man, to help them keep you off let them keep you off the ground. Be a man. Accept the downfall of your fucking decisions, man. That's how men put themselves in terrible situations. Because let me tell you something. Man, this is some real talk right here, man. If you know you got something to fall back on, you'll make dumbass decisions because you know you got a safety net. As a man, Remove the safety nets from your life. Remove the safety nets from your life. That way, you look at that hard ground down there and you don't see no net. You see that ground. So you know what you do? You got that stick, boy. You wiggling and wobbling, but you stand up on that damn tightrope, boy. You ain't finna fall off that tightrope. You'll grab onto it and swing like a monkey before you fall off of it. But if you got that safety net down there, man, you'll take all kind of idiotic chances and put yourself in terrible situations, man. That's why I don't like to focus on talking about getting women. Yeah, I will talk about how to deal with them when you got them. But I'm not going to talk about getting them, because the best position a man could be in is to not have no woman. The best position a man could be in is to not have no woman. And you know what? That'll be the topic we'll talk about tonight. I know I did a show the other day that got messed up and I said I'll bring it back, but I'll bring it back sometime this week. Tonight, we're going to talk about 10 reasons why it's better for a man not to have a woman. Because it's better for you not to have a woman. I'm not saying not be incel and not have no interaction with no women at all. I'm talking about having a woman. It's better for you not to have a woman. And in some instances, it's better for you not to have no contact with no women at all on a personal level. You got to dig within yourself. And if you got a woman with you, you can't dig within yourself. Too much feminine energy around you. Because when you dig within yourself and dig into the utmost of your masculinity, you ain't going to be that nice for a woman to be around. The most masculine man is what a woman desires deep down inside. But on the surface, she doesn't desire it because it breaks her down to a most feminine energy. And she can't do nothing but walk on eggshells. If you ain't never had women complain, man, I feel like I had to walk on eggshells around you. You ain't no man. You've been a makeshift man to try to make a woman be at peace and be at ease. She got to earn her peace. She got to earn being at ease. And this man not making her earn being at ease is the reason why she cutting up on his son like that right in his face. Because he to let her get comfortable. And a lot of times you don't let the woman get comfortable. Your ass just get with the wrong woman in the first place. You can't change a woman that's already gone down the wrong road, brothers. You can't bring a woman back. Let me tell you something. You could catch a woman young and raise her, but you can't raise a grown woman. When a woman already set in her ways, you can't raise her. That's why I keep the age limit where it is. Not because I'm just so hell bent on young chicks. I just like to influence the growth prospect, the growth pattern of my woman. I like to be able to guide her into the direction I want to guide her. I want her to be out of the know enough where she feels like she needs to be taught and needs to learn. I don't want a woman who feels like she know everything. Because the moment she feel like she know everything, her growth is instantly stunted. She's stuck where she at. You could meet a woman and she be 25, you see her again at 40 and she got the same mindset, wearing her hair the same, doing the same shit that she was doing 15 years ago. Why? Because she thought she knew it all. And as a man, it's your job. It's your job to make sure that you don't put yourself in a situation that lets everybody know that you think you ain't shit. That's the problem. The majority of men don't value themselves. So they got to quantify themselves. I heard a cat the other day, man. You know, I ain't going to call no more cats names, man. But I heard a cat the other day, man, talking about your success rate with women. Nigga, ain't no success rate with women. Women ain't no prize. You act like women are the lottery or something. You act like women are the greatest career move you ever. What do you mean success rate? Success rate has to be quantified by something that's valuable. You mean to tell me that you value sex so much that you quantify your success rate by how much sex you get? A man who speaks like that knows nothing. He is the man who is lost. The only men who talk like this are black men. Nobody else talks about, I'm more of a man because I get more sex than you. That's the reason why men are putting themselves in situations, man, where they would rather just be able to get some sex and not get nothing else from a woman. I'll take all the other things a woman has to offer and let somebody else get the sex. If I got to pick between the two, somebody else can get the sex. And that's real talk. I ain't making that up, bro. Somebody else can get the sex. So I say this, man, and getting out of here. I ain't gonna hold y'all in here too long on this one, man. I didn't want to stay in here too long. But when you see a man who is willing to be in a picture like the one I got in that thumbnail, all smiled up with that chick right there, it just goes to show you that that man does not value himself at all. He doesn't value himself at all. If he did, we would know it because that food would show it. And the problem is, the majority of men don't show that they value themselves because they don't value themselves. Their value is based on how women feel about them. Their value is based on what women say about them. Their value is based on how women let them get close to them. Their value is based on a whole lot of different things. And all I'm saying is this: I would rather have 10 experiences with women who love my dirty drawers, who think I'm the best thing since sliced bread, who look at me and say, I am the one that God made for them and they are made for me, and give me that treatment, rather than have 1,000 experiences with women who are just beautiful and had sex with me. Because you know what I am? I'm a man who values myself internally. I value the man that I am, that you have to get to know me to meet. I don't value the man that you see, because that man is just a shell that houses the truth of who I am. And that's the reality of it. Listen, man, I work out and eat clean. I do all that because of me, because I know the health benefits of it. I don't do none of that so a woman can look at me and say, ooh, I like him. Now, women do say that, but that's not why I do it. We as men have to understand that our value goes so far above what women think, how women feel, how many women you can have sex with. And let me tell you one more thing, man. I had somebody come in the video I put up yesterday, man. They said, well, you telling me that I can't be a nice guy and give a woman a good time? I said, yeah, you can give a woman a good time, but a good time and good sex are two different things. See, just because a woman enjoys having sex with you, that's not good. That's not good deed. Because a woman can enjoy having sex with a dildo. They do it all the time. A woman can enjoy having sex with a bullet. That's not even an insertion device. A woman can enjoy having sex with her fingers. Just because a woman enjoys having sex with you does not mean that's good deed. Let me tell you what good deed is, just in case you don't know. Good deed is when that woman gonna give it to you wherever you want it at. Never say no. Come out her job, give it to you in the parking lot. Come outside the church, give it to you in the parking lot. Go in the bathroom at a restaurant, give it to you in the bathroom. Pull up in front of her people's house at a family reunion, jump in and show you her cowgirl skills in the truck, in the front seat. Never turn you down. Never say no. Can't resist you. Nothing she won't do. Nothing she don't want to do. That's good D. So when I say women want good D and a nice guy, that's what I'm talking about. If you ain't got that experience, then I'm sorry, mister. What you giving a woman ain't good D. It's a good time. And women have good times with each other. So I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but that's what good D is. Good D is where you ain't talked to a woman in a year, then lost contact with her, mess around and come across her somewhere, and y'all start right back up. I ain't talking about tomorrow. I ain't talking about the next day. I'm talking about you either follow her to her crib or she follow you to yours. Every time y'all see each other, it's got to go down. It can't not go down. When it's her time of the month, she don't want to see you. You don't want to see her. Because every time she sees you, her body takes over her mind. and she wants to bump and grind. I don't see nothing wrong with a little bump and grind. I don't see nothing wrong. That's what I'm talking about. That's what that's the song that plays every time y'all see each other. So that's what I mean by good D. See, when I talk alpha shit, I talk it because I live it. I don't talk it because I dream about it. I don't talk about it because I want to see it. I don't talk about it because I heard somebody else talking about it and now I want to talk about it. I don't talk about it because I aspire to live it. I talk about it because historically, all I do when I talk, man, is give y'all information based on my experiences. Based on my experiences. Let me say it again. Based on my experiences. When I talk to you about beta male activity, I'm talking to you about something that I've seen or witnessed with my own eyes. And on Patreon, man, I'll tell y'all about a couple of beta situations I found myself in. Because I mean, as alphas, especially young alphas, we do put ourselves in some beta situation when we're trying to break out of the matrix. See, being in the matrix will make an alpha put himself in a beta situation, but it never works out the same way for the alpha that it does for the beta. It always goes a different route, but it's still a beta situation. But what I'm talking about is I can't tell you nothing but what I've seen and what I've lived, brothers. I can't do nothing else, man. So let me catch up with these super chats, man. Snow for sale. Appreciate the $2 super chat, man. Brother say you going out, BOA. Salute to you, bro. KG3, my brother, what's good, man? Appreciate the $5 super chat. My bad. Them big ass mosquito bugs, man. Big ass mosquito. My bad, man. It's some big ass mosquito bugs. They look like mosquitoes, man, but they be mosquito killers, man. Won't keep flying in my face, man. So my bad, man. I had to go ahead and smash it. But KG3, man, appreciate the $5 super chat, man. Bro, say I told all the women I've been with, if I'm not happy and got a peace of mind, you will never have a sunny day around me. That's real talk. It don't get no realer than that, man. Don't get no realer than that. KG3 again, man. Appreciate $2 super chat, bro. Say talk to him, throwing out them gems. No doubt, bro. I appreciate that. Johnny Blaze, appreciate the $5 super chat, bro. Craft Work MCR, my brother, appreciate the $10 super chat. So I say this, man, in closing this thing on out, man. We as men have to understand that you got two kinds of men in the world. You got kings and you got peasants. Everything else is based around kings and peasants. Kings rule their kingdom, and everyone around them is in reverence and submission to them. Kings don't chase anything. Kings don't pursue anything. Kings control. They don't pursue control. They take control. And I go a little bit more in depth, man, on some of these things, man, on just the true king interaction with women, man. It's easier than these guys make it seem. It's much easier than these guys make it seem. I heard somebody talking the other day, man, about how you know, that there's a, you know, the octane, you know, BGS Ilmo always talk about the high octane woman. Yeah, the high octane woman, man, she's a different type of woman. But everybody don't have to approach the high octane woman the same way. Everybody, some people got the cold approach to high octane woman. Some people don't. The high octane woman is only high octane to a man who views her as high octane. There are men who don't have to deal with her from that. There are men who don't have to deal with her from that same energy, from that same cautiously approaching energy. You don't have to, man. You know what, man? I'm gonna tell you, I got something for y'all, man, because a lot of these men haven't showed up anywhere draped up and dripped out. Man, you show up somewhere blinging. I mean, you show up somewhere blinging, looking like money. It's just a different thing. It's a different, I mean, we can all show up clean, we can all dress up, we can put on suits and we can put on, fly jeans, and we can put on fly shoes and put up in the fly. But I'm talking about, man, going in somewhere draped up, dripped out, bro. I'm talking about going in somewhere looking like more money than everybody else look like. It's a different thing. It ain't even about having more money, because women don't care who got more money. Not initially. They just care who look like they got more money. Simple, subtle things. You understand? Wearing a Rolex without the bezel bust out is one thing. Wearing a Rolex with the bezel bust out is a totally different thing. A Rolex is a Rolex, but to a woman's eyes, a Rolex with the bezel bust out look different. It's a different thing. So I ain't gonna get too much further into that, man. I just want y'all to know this, man. In the alpha sphere, we're kings. Period. The alpha sphere is a kingdom. It is a land. It is a land that we control. And we don't deal with no beta male energy over here. All beta males are slaves in the alpha sphere. And all women are slaves as well. I'm going to get on out of here, man. Salute to my mod squad. Salute to everybody who came through the stream, man. I appreciate y'all being in the joint. Peace.